And good morning, grandchildren. Boy, do I have more Curious George for you. A friend of ours loaned us this Curious George book. It's got 8 Curious George stories in it. So if you're a Curious George fan, you're going to love this one. But if you're not a Curious George fan, you'll have to put up with 8 stories in a row at least of Curious George. Always says he's a good little monkey, but good little monkeys don't act like Curious George. So we're going to start these stories and see how they go. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. This morning, George and the man with the yellow hat were at the train station. And here they are at the train station today. So looks like they're going to ride a train. He's with a woman with a very interesting hairdo, isn't he? You see George down there holding hands with the man with the yellow hat? They were taking a trip to the country with their friend, Mrs. Needleman, but first they had to get tickets. Inside the station, everyone was in a hurry. People rushed to buy newspapers, to read, and treats to eat. Ooh. Then they rushed to catch their trains. Look at this busy place. I see snacks, and I see people running and getting tickets, and I see George being left alone. Bad idea for George, I'm telling you. But one little boy with a brand new toy engine was not in a hurry, nor was the small crowd next to him. They were just standing in one spot looking up. George looked up too. A train master was moving numbers and letters on a big sign. Soon the train master was called away, but his job did not look finished. George was curious. Could he help? You know what that train master's doing? He's setting up all the schedules so everybody will know when their train comes in. Do you see the little boy with the train engine? Little toy right there? He's holding a toy train. That looks like a lot of fun. George climbed up in a flash. Then, just like the train manager, he picked a letter off the sign and put it in a different place. Next, he took the number 9 and put it near the number 2. George moved more letters and more numbers. He was glad to be such a big help. Oh, George. Oh, George. He is rearranging all of the schedules for the trains. People will not know where to go. George. Bad little monkey. Hey, yelled a man from below. I can't tell when my train leaves. What track is my train on? Asked another man. What's that monkey doing up there? Demanded a woman. She did not sound happy. The train master didn't sound happy either. Come down from there right now, he hollered at George. Oh, people are going to be so confused because of George's efforts to help, which weren't really helping at all. George. Poor George. It's too easy for a monkey to get into trouble. But lucky for George, it's also easy for a monkey to get out of trouble. Right when the conductor shouted, "All aboard!" a crowd of people rushed toward the train. George simply slid down a pole. So, can you see George sliding down the pole of a ladder? Everybody's rushing to get on their trains. He scurried over a suitcase. He squeezed through the crowded gate. Then he found a perfect hiding place for a monkey. Where would that be? The little boy with the toy engine also ran through the gate. Look, Daddy, he said, a train. His father looked up. Come back, son, he yelled. That's not our train. So George slithered through the gate, and look here where he's hiding. Can you see? Uh-huh. He's climbing into a trash can. There he is. His little fingers are sticking out. And this little boy's not listening to his daddy either. His daddy is trying to keep him safe. And here he goes running off toward a train. Oh no. But it was too late. The gate locked behind him and the boy began to cry. George peeked out of his hiding place. He saw the boy's toy roll toward the tracks and the boy ran after it. Oh no, the gate's locked and Dad can't get to him. Oh no, his toy train's rolling away. This is not good. This time George knew he could help. He leaped out of his hiding place and ran fast. He grabbed the toy engine before the little boy came too close to the tracks. What a close call. Whoa, George was like, caught that train just as it was about to fall in there and probably be run over by something. There's all those people standing there watching. Nobody else is trying to help the little boy. When the train master opened the gate, the boy's father ran to his son. The boy was not crying now. He was playing with his new friend. "So there you are," said the train master when he saw George. "You sure made a lot of trouble on the big board." "Please don't be upset with him," said the boy's father. "He saved my son." The people on the platform agreed. They had seen what happened and they clapped. George was a hero. He went from being a zero to a hero. Look at there. There he is playing with a little boy in the train. Oh, everybody was going, "Yay, George, you're awesome, man." Just then, the man with the yellow hat had arrived with Mrs. Needleman. "It's time to go, George," he said. "Here comes our train." "This is our train, too," the father said. The little boy was excited. "Can George ride with us?" he asked. That sounded like a good idea to everyone, so the train master asked the conductor to find them a special seat. There they are. They're all going to ride the train together. Little George and the boy will be buds. And he did. They rode right up front. Wow. Look at that. The end. Wow. Look at them go. That's amazing. I'm starting to wonder if the man with the yellow hat's not the real problem. He doesn't keep up with George very well, does he? Does your mommy keep up with you? When you go out places, do you try to stay where you can see mommy and stay close to her? I hope you do. I love you.